And we're back.
It's a Tuesday, but I think, is this going to be Friday's video?
I don't know, I've lost track, mate.
We're just doing it, it's fine. So, we are in the Cell of Truth.
Indeed.
And Darkside, people have accused Darkside of being naughty boys. Basically, they don't like getting their asses kicked, and they're claiming that Darkside are cheating. So, our dynos registered for 750 Motor Club, or basically it's approved for calibration for race cars. So let's get through the intro. Let's get Darkside in here and their shiny car down. Well, it's not shiny, it's matte, but get it on a dyno and let's see what power it makes and just tell everybody they're racing against to go faster.
Let's do it.
Let's do it. About himself? I know.
You alright?
Say hi, Ryan.
Your camera's bigger than mine. I feel inadequate.
Is that what all the girls say, mate?
Yeah. Only one.
Not your usual customer car.
No, and it smells funny. Why does it smell funny, Ryan?
It runs on the best fuel known to man.
One of these, isn't he? He's one step above people who think electric cars are the future.
Your favourite part, strapping it down.
I know, he strapped cars down. Where were you racing then, when this all kicked off? Craft. Oh, sunny in and sunny out. That's a set of corners, that is.
Yeah. I bet that's scary up mine.
Everything's covered in soot.
Why is that? Is that all Civic Dyno racing?
Like you must live like by a fireplace full of coal.
So, most of that is stuff with tons of shit.
So, do you want to talk us around the Mark 5 Golf race car?
So it confuses people because this is a Mark 5.
There we go.
Then this is a cut body kit, so it's like, I think they're all made in Poland now. Cut body kit. We've had this for about 4-5 years. Still on steel doors, cut wings, cut bonnet, but then we've chopped a TCR grill into it, TCR vent into it as well.
Oh yeah.
And then we've made these ourselves, these vents for these scoops for the intercooler and the radiator.
Yeah.
It's still getting too hot. They get like 60 degrees in like air temps, which is stupid. But then the engine, that's a 2 litre. It's the CUAA engine, which is the 240 horsepower Passat. I think they're putting in a Tiguan as well.
Yeah.
But then we've took the twin turbo setup off and put a single turbo on. And we've custom made this inlet manifold because it's normally got a charge cooler. What else have we done? The ECU's actually from a transporter van.
Oh, right.
Because that can run these injectors, but work with a wiring loom that we originally built this car with.
Yeah.
The engine's pretty much standard as far as the block and head. We use the standard pump and the standard injectors because they all just work. And then we've mated that to a custom flywheel we had made, and then a 6-speed O2Q gearbox that we've messed about with a lot of stuff.
Yeah.
Plate diff, upgraded engine mounts, made like a billet heat sink for the gearbox, which this seems to keep things cool enough to stop it shattering 4th gear. Yeah, should be on this dyno less than 280 horsepower.
Okay.
Otherwise we're in trouble. But on our dyno, before the race, it did 262 or 252.
Yeah.
252. So we'll see what difference is in these dynos and stuff. There always is. Like our dyno doesn't do the coast down correction, which on a race car with sticky tyres and toe out and stuff like that will make a difference. So we'll see what that does. Yeah, pretty. So it's a pretty straightforward car, but it's not. It costs a lot of money to build it again.
It's a lot of custom bits on it, yeah.
Tons, too many. The bumper's off at the minute, not so it could fit onto my truck.
Yeah.
But as well, we're having that moulded in one piece to our spec, because we only need openings here, little openings, and then we only need a couple for brake ducts. So we've made a bumper that's going to be a bit more aerodynamic. And I think that's the next thing for all our cars. We need to work on the front end aero, try and get a bit more, because we keep getting dicked on by an Elise that's got loads of aero, so we need to work on that. But yeah, it's
Fair play. So what class do you run it?
so this is in Club Enduro and Road Sports. That's Class B, so 750 Motor Club.
Yeah.
And the idea this year, we're trying to just stick to doing both of their rounds. So it's on a Saturday we'll do one race, which is 45 minutes usually, and then on Sunday we'll do like a 2-hour race, endurance race. So this has got like a 100 litre tank and all that sort of stuff. So we can. I think at Birkett last year I did nearly 3 hours.
Wow.
So it was a decent event. But yeah, we'll see what it does here today. I'm getting a bit worried now. I keep being told I should be worried. See what happens here. I don't know what your videos angling at here. Do Darkside, cheat at racing. I don't know whether that needs to be.
Is this the thumbnail?
No, we're going to play it the other way. That mate, people that like bitch when they lose.
Oh yeah. There's going to be a lot of that.
The excuses all come out.
Oh mate, go faster.
Yeah. I think that is the order of the day.
The bottom line.
Yeah, it's one of them things.
It's because people get butt hurt because they got all the money and no talent, and they think money buys and wins.
Yeah.
That's what it is. Because we get it the same.
Yeah.
Like you get a kid that will turn up on a piece of crap bike and absolutely smoke everybody on all the new stuff.
It's never the person.
Oh no, never me.
Or the prep or anything like that. Like this car's raced for 4 years now, so if it weren't good, we'd be doing something wrong, wouldn't we?
Yeah. What has happened, mate?
We've made carbon. That's basically small diamonds. They're just not
Microscopic
the
diamonds.
microscopic diamonds.
This is why petrol's rule, they don't do this.
But if you had a carbon monoxide meter, it would never have gone off
I'd rather
today.
die from gas than soot.
yeah, I think he's right.
Choose the way to go.
Yeah.
So, it's alright, it's good fun. It's a cool race car.
Yep.
We need a race car to have.
We
I
need
want
to
you to have a go in it.
Yeah.
That is payment.
I'll have a go if you ride my bike.
Fucking hell, absolutely no chance. If I can push me on it, I'll not start engine, just push me down the paddock.
No, I think that is a cool video. Get a bike racer and a car racer, they've got to swap over and see who can get the closest. A bike racer is better in a car than a car racer is on a bike. Tell me that now.
I'd say so.
Yeah.
100%.
Yeah.
I think I'd like to. They can do that. You can use my car for that
Yeah.
video. Just not me as.
Just have a
bike
little
rider.
go, just have a little wobble around. Come to Coombe and have a wobble around.
Oh,
It'd be fine.
there's blood and guts everywhere.
Oh, mate.
Sounds like we need to get Fagan involved in this one, maybe.
Yeah.
He'd work.
I don't know, he can't ride a bike or ride a car. He can't drive a car, can he? So,
If you want to do that, I'm game. Just not with me riding a bike.
so apart from the messy dyno floor, yeah, it does alright. Pulls like a train, doesn't it? the old girl?
Yeah, it's got plenty of power. Hopefully not too much. But
Yeah.
Yeah.
Well, we've seen a bit of difference in 4th and 5th gear, which seems to be the problem, I think, today. But yeah, we'll see how it goes. And I think we're going to do a bit of a dyno comparison. So
Excellent.
we'll go somewhere else and see.
Find out if mine's a liar.
Yeah.
What is it? A heartbreaker or overachiever?
Yeah, I think it's a bit of an overachiever. I'm hoping anyway, but we'll see. I don't want to upset anybody. It's a sore subject when you spend 100 grand on a dyno.
I don't give a it's.
No.
I suppose for you it's a big deal, but for me it's always about delta. And I suppose for you at work it's delta gains.
Yeah,
it came in with X and it leaves with Y.
Yeah, it just upsets people because our dyno, they said on 300, there's 298.
Yeah.
They cry like mad before they've even drove it. They're like, just get in it and drive it. It's fine.
Yeah.
It's a tool. You know what I mean?
Yeah.
They don't care how well a torque wrench is calibrated.
No.
You know what I mean?
No, and we try to explain that. So we never try and say, "Oh, I'll give you 575 horsepower." you know, a V10 is 525 horsepower, the early ones, and we'd always kind of say, we'll give you circa 50 horsepower gains, because you can put on a dyno and do 510 because they've got Continental bloody cheese tyres on them, or then it's got Cup 2s, and
or alignment's not perfect. They don't want to pay you to do an alignment just for a dyno figure. So.
And we've seen that, looking at today now, messing around and playing. We haven't unstrapped the car, not done a thing, and we can change what your tyres read on your coast down. So I think
run it for longer and run it harder, and then your coast down increases 10 horsepower.
Oh yeah, it's huge. So I think that's almost a little bit of a grey area when you're asking for a fully calculated figure to say your inner rules or outer rules.
Yeah, I think if we put Derezas on this, it had been used till they were plastic.
Mate, it'd be 250 horsepower. It'd be massively different.
Yeah, so I think that's it. But we know what it works on our dyno. You play with pressures and stuff like that. Like, we never gain 20 horsepower, don't work like that. But the repeatability is not there if you change any of these factors. So we know what we need to. We know what we need to do. I'm going to take it to another dyno and just see what difference is.
Mine's not good enough.
No, I'm sorry, Rick. I'm sorry. I've created a monster. But no, appreciate your time. Anyway.
I'll clean the floor with my tears.
Yeah, exactly. And I got to see David today, which is alright. That always makes your day brighter.
It does.
So I've got a 4-hour journey ahead with me there.
Okay, right. So when you out in the TT now, because that looks
Anglesey.
Is that Anglesey? Is it?
3 weeks.
Big Anglesey or little Anglesey?
The one with the corkscrew, so the little one, innit?
Yeah. So you don't go off down the long straight.
No.
So what you get around there in?
Oh, I don't know. Quick. It feels quick, anyway.
Yeah,
I can't remember. It was wet last time we were there.
Okay.
So, but yeah, it was dry in testing and then wet in race.
I don't know.
But yeah, I can't remember off the top
End of last year, 109.6.
It'll not be that quick. It'll not be that. I mean, you feel like you're going to take off down there. I don't know how you can do that on a bike, to be fair.
That's alright around there. What do you go? You've been Brands Indy. What do you do around?
Yeah,
cars and bikes quite close around Indy.
52s will
52s.
do. Maybe this will do like a 53, I think.
Okay.
And then faster ones will be 51, 52, something like that. I don't think you'll get below 50. That's like touring cars.
Yeah.
You need slicks to be going that fast. Like these are still a road tyre, really. They're a soft road tyre. But yeah, what sort of times are you doing around it?
It's never been a strong place for me. I just about squeeze a 49. Right. I'm doing 53s in the rain the other week.
That's quick.
But Superbike's down to 45s.
Yeah. Oh dear.
They've stopped going there now. They don't do
so I'm going to keep dying.
Yeah.
I don't know if anybody has that.
Like Mallory Park, they're down into like 52s.
Right.
Silverstone National, 52, 53s. Mate, it's getting silly now. And Donington and Silverstone, you must have felt it because you've tested Donington, haven't you?
Yeah.
Now they've resurfaced it. It's so grippy now.
Yeah. It seems to be. It's about a second quicker for us, but it's not. In a car, it's not as grip limited as you are in a bike. At Donington, it's more. There's only Redgate where it's really grip limited. Everywhere else is just catapulting through. Whereas, like somewhere like Coombe with your tight chicanes, you're gripping it. It's all about getting that out of chicanes. You ain't got that as much at Donington, really. The chicane, you fly through that, don't you, really?
Yeah, you car lads ruin the chicanes at Coombe because you obviously hook on the left, you hook the curb, so the outside tyre just pushes. And there's 2 big divots. So on the bikes, you've got to let it sit in and not drive before it comes back out. I showed you Bob's video where he's gone to the moon, where he's obviously got in it, it's sat and squatted, and he's tapped the gas, and the's just ridden a bump out, it's unloaded, and just whoop.
And that's the car guys. You get out and just 4-wheel.
Oh, it's always the car guys.
Yeah.
Like bomb hole at snap.
That's our fault.
Oh yeah, it's your fault because it bottoms out and leaves you sumps all over the floor.
It's minting cars through there. That's what it best. That's where everybody lifts and you just keep it
pinned
up for gravity to do it.
Yeah, like Corum's good. That long ride. That's probably one of the most European-esque.
Is that the overtaking spot for bikes there?
Not really. But it tells you the most about your bike. So you kind of learn most about balance when you're on a bike in a corner and you're not really driving and not really slowing down, and you figure out where the bike's sat.
So if you're doing a minimum corner speed of 90 around there, whatever it would be,
and then you can figure out your stroke front and rear, whereas like over here you're always kind of de-accelerating to a point and then accelerating from it, whereas Corum's good because you get in it and you just sit and wait.
I think that's the big thing. A lot of people hate that corner because you've got to be patient. There's no driving around it, is there? You just got to, if you ain't got it right at Wayne, you're going to wash wide. If you got on it too early, you're going to wash wide. I do like that corner. A lot of people hate it. Scott's rolled it there.
Has it?
Obviously when it comes back, what's the last corner?
Like the chicane at the bottom of the hill.
Just gone. Just ticked it. I watched him do it.
See, what normally happens there is the boys go for a dive bomb move into the left and close the front and take the guy on the exit.
Yeah, that's the big thing with bikes, and it's somebody just thinking, oh, I've got it here. Coming from 4 bike lengths back. And
like Superbikes now was a couple of weeks back, and Danny Buchan had a flat tyre going through Woodcut.
Right.
So that's tapped in fifth, absolutely tapped. And it's just gone boing and spat him off it. And he's come on to start finish straight, lying down next to the bike.
Oh dear.
And it's like you get a puncher and it's dum 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 dum.
Yeah. Oh dear.
But being strapped into that when it's going wrong terrifies the shit out of me.
Do you think?
Yeah.
You want to jump off and run off?
Oh mate, definitely.
That's why I like diesel. It just make you oily. You wouldn't set on fire, would you? We don't even need fire extinguisher really.
If it's going that wrong on a bike, the bike normally throws you away from it.
Yeah.
So
no, it's pretty good. We need to get it out and have a go in it, because this is not the fastest car we've got, but you know when you're thinking your way around a track.
Yeah,
it's weird. It's like it just does whatever you turn it.
It's
just doing it. It just feels good.
Yeah, do need to.
Like Scott at Croft used to do. I watch it video back, and they've got a nice angle on live stream, and he just flat out brakes with a little bit of turn just to get it nosed in. And back end's coming round, but you don't need to turn the wheel. Just turn it to where you want to be. Leave it. Power out. Don't need to correct it.
Just like floats on the back.
You just sort of just not to the point where you're catching it all the time. But it's just turn, go.
Because that's like we done Castle Coombe last year. I can't remember what tyre. I don't think I had good. Did you drive the blue one or the red one at Coombe?
Your blue one.
My bit, right? Okay, so my red one then. At the end of the year, I put Nankangs on, and I put so much grip then on the front that the back wouldn't follow it in. So it's like this everywhere.
Because it was really neutral when I drove it.
And then you put tyres on it, and then you're like, right, now you're kind of already at the limitations of suspension anyway, but you need to take a load of rake out of the car then to put weight back on the rear. So down into tower, you're hard on the brakes, and you're trying to go in, and it's like,
which is alright.
It's like, what do I do? What do I do now? I can't do anything else.
Yeah, you can't get up power, you just settle it. Yeah. That's why you want like a front engine car. You don't mind that as much, do you? But a rear engine car, it's a pendulum.
So it kind of.
So did you drop brake and it made it a bit better?
I hit coilovers after that then.
Right.
But that was like a 12.9.
What? So you knocked like a second and a bit off that. You should do like 14s,
yeah. I think when we were out, wasn't it?
Yeah, 12, something like that. Yeah.
12.9. So, and I was looking at GTs. Like that wouldn't be last in a big race around there.
No,
qualifying.
No, definitely. And that's a road car.
On
AR1s.
That's a good day, that.
Yeah, sweet.
But,
well, anyway, I think we all
get you loaded on the van, mate. Thanks for coming down.
Thank you very much.
Right.
Thank you for having me anyway. Thank you.
See you later, bud.
Yeah, cheers.
So, it's a couple of days later. So, you would have seen literally just a minute ago, sort of Ryan here with a car leaving, and he left us because he read 3 or 4 horsepower higher than expected with us, and he went to Tegua, who kind of do the rest of the championship, and he came in bang on the money at sort of 283. So my horsepower, my dyno reads slightly high, which is great for the twin turbo clients, but it's out by about 4 horsepower. So I have rung Louis and got him down. Now, normally I wouldn't give a flying Kahoot, because for me, this is all about measurement A, our magic in the middle, measurement B. But when they're in a close control championship, then that's 2 dynos that are essentially allowed to be used by 750 Motor Club, and one has put him slightly over the limit and one has put him slightly under the limit. So he's obviously had to go away and do his due diligence and do his work to make sure that he's right for the championship, because mate, what's 3 horsepower? They've got pedal bloody things, do you know what I mean? It's a bit of a joke. So in that respect, but Teggy was under 284 horsepower, and that's bang on the money. So
who knows?
Honestly,
but he can go and race now, safe in the knowledge.
And this is something sort of we were chatting about as well. The only way to do it properly is an engine dyno, because when you're in a chassis dyno, there's too many other variables. So, not saying my dyno's wrong, not saying their dyno's wrong. And to be fair, neither of us will. I don't know the guys at Tegua, but I cannot imagine either of us give a flying, because it's so close in numbers.
Yeah.
But you think tyre pressures, tyres, tyre temperature, how you strap it, the length of the run, how many runs, how you warm the car up, the conditions on the day, whether you use DIN, ISO, all these corrections, everything has an effect. So we can do a pull, and I can pull the car down so much tighter on a dyno, and it will read a horsepower. I can do a pull, and I can click the handbrake on a click, and I'll get a different number. I can do a pull. If I back all the brake calipers off slightly, as in pull the pads wider and do it, because you're affecting your coast down your foot. So the only way to do it really is measuring actually what comes out the flywheel. That's the only other way. And everything else is a variable. And what you've seen there is the effect of variables. So I think that's Ryan come down. We had a laugh. It was a good day. He got what he needed. Guys weren't upset with what it read. It read a number, and then they've gone and got it checked at what you would say where everybody else gets theirs checked, and it's under. So, mate,
job done.
Job done. If we can just get the thing to read 100 over, everybody'd be happy when it comes in. So no, all good. So smash the buttons, like and subscribe. Go and check out Darkside's video. Go and check out his racing as well. So we get on well with them guys. They're like us. They just like doing crazy stuff. So we're going to try and do a link up later in the year. I've told Ryan I'll drive his car if he'll ride my bike, and he's being a bit of a pussy about it, to be fair. So yeah, it's all good. So go check him out, and we'll see you on the next one.
Let's do it.